Karl Lagerfeld is dead, and the fashion industry he presided over from the House of Chanel rends its garments and calls itself heartbroken. His muse, a white cat called Choupette, which exists largely on Twitter, a metaphor for his misanthropy so pure I thank him, was photographed in a mourning veil, thanking us for our words of condolence. That his best beloved was literally inhuman, and very small, is no surprise. It is rumored that, if she exists, she will inherit his fortune, though that is illegal in France. I do not think Lagerfeld really liked women. It is impossible to watch his work and think he did. It is impossible to watch his face, immobile, from surgery or not, I can't say, and think he liked himself. It is obvious, and often noted, that fashion doesn't have to be misogynistic and exclusionary. Fashion is merely expression, and expression is morally neutral. But it certainly became those things in the era when Lagerfeld was dominant. In a world that is pure hierarchy, he had the power of a medieval pope, and he could have used it to make fashion less exclusionary, and more joyful. Consider the changes that Edward Enninf is making at British Vogue. He employs Paris Lees, a trans woman, as a columnist, and his first cover featured Adwoa Boa, a mixed-race woman. Lagerfeld was rarely so benevolent or brave, profit was his calling, and misogyny his method. At home, meanwhile, he preferred to idolize a cat. The couture shows in Paris, at which he excelled, power the global fashion machine and send it to the duller parts of Earth. He decided what was lovely and what was not, who should be noticed and who should be ignored. None of this would matter if it didn't have that power. Fashion, when cornered, cites its triviality as a defense, except it did. The machine sold perfumes and handbags. Almost no one can afford couture, and that kind of money is a sickness in itself. By offering an ever-receding image of beauty that no normal woman could ever attain, let alone hold. The girls who wore his clothes,